What a big day. Tim and Arianna, thanks for being here. This certainly came as a big surprise to me, and I think almost everyone. The deal didn't get leaked, but it's been in the works for a few months, right?
Yeah, we met in November after the Quadrangle Conference in New York and spent the next day together kind of talking about the future of content. And I think we both share the same vision. And the deal basically came together very naturally over the last 4 months. And I would say, the last couple of weeks, we were afraid it was going to leak, but one of our key strategies was hiding in plain sight. So
always being together.
We always be together. So Arianna was then at our sales conference with 800 people. She's been to our patch company meeting with 1,000 people, and she has been at numerous other events. We signed the deal at halftime. At the Super Bowl, while Usher was coming down, we were outside in the corridor getting the final deal points done. So It's been an exciting few months.
Not exactly a boardroom place to sign the deal. Arianna, this site is so much more than just your business. This is in many ways you and who you are and what you've built it to be. Why was AOL the right partner? You could have had a number of partners.
AOL was the only partner right now that would work for us because we're not for sale. We are not looking to cash out. Our investors were perfectly happy with the trajectory the Huffington Post was on. So this was not something we were looking for, and it really came organically out of my conversations with Tim and the alignment of these visions. And there was so much I wanted to do with the Huffington Post that was exactly what Tim wanted to do with AOL. Deepening our local coverage, expanding our global coverage, doing much more in the space around women and women's issues, doing much more around community and giving back and service. Literally, all those were my goals. This was my New Year resolution. I remember I started an operations meeting with our senior team saying, these should be our goals for 2011, and how do we achieve them at the same time? Because being a small company, we had to pick our goals and do it sequentially in order to execute them well and succeed in executing them.
Tim, you said last time we spoke about 6 months ago that our content strategy is all. And I said, well, are you maybe throwing a Hail Mary here?
Yeah.
Now you have TechCrunch. Now you're partnering with the Huffington Post. What does the Huffington Post do for AOL that no one else could do? I mean, you've said it's basically the best at social news.
Yeah. I think, first of all, our strategy hasn't changed since I saw you last summer, which is we want to be the highest value premium provider of content to consumers across the globe. And I think the deals that you've seen us do since then, and not just the deals, but also the organic growth we had internally, new homepage, redesigned properties, redesigned ad system. We are building this company to basically create magical experiences around content. And I think if you look at the internet space today, you'd have to say Huffington Post is one of the most magical brands on the internet, especially in the news and social news space. The reaction we've gotten to this deal has been overwhelming. We probably have a couple thousand emails between us from everybody all over the world. And I think the general take on this is exactly what we were hoping it would be, which is AOL has a clear strategy. AOL has a lot of trust and a lot of brand identity. It needs more of a voice, and it needs more of an editor-in-chief, and Arianna brings that, and I think she brings that in spades. I think she's one of the most talented people in the media space and also a great entrepreneur, so we're lucky to have her.
So when we think of the Huffington Post, I and most people watching this all know what the Huffington Post stands for, whether it's talking about lifestyle, religion, politics. When it comes to AOL, it's much bigger, much broader. I know you, Tim, want to define what AOL stands for. So
AOL
what is it now?
AOL is really almost like a Disney property where we have Disney. AOL is kind of the Uber brand, and then you have brands like ESPN and ABC underneath it and all kinds of different businesses. So I think AOL needs to stand for innovation. We'd like it to really stand for America's next great media company that's going to go global. So I think when people think about AOL in the future, they'll think about media and about consumer experiences. And then I think they'll think about really incredible properties, the Huffington Post, the TechCrunch and Gadget, MoviePhone, MapQuest, Patch. So I think we're building up a portfolio of incredibly strong assets in the media space, and I think Arianna coming we created Huffington Post Media Group, which Arianna is going to be the president and editor-in-chief of. All of those brands will be in that group, and I think it will create a very powerful force